Candy informed me that she told the candidates we are not going by alphabetical order, so we'll just go from right to left. Does that work? All right, so next to Tom is Bob Massie. He's the former Democratic candidate for Lieutenant Governor in 1994. He served as the president of CIRS, the nation's largest coalition of investors' environmental groups. Mr. Massie also co-founded a global reporting initiative for the leading international standard for reporting corporate performance in energy, labor, the environment, and human rights. Mr. Massie, welcome.
Thank you very much. You know, I was just here in this room on Monday for the labor breakfast. I had this feeling that I was there at 7:30 in the morning and here at 7:30 at night. 3 days from now I'll be here, I'm sure, for something else. I'm starting to feel like I live here, and I'm glad to be back with you. People ask me all the time, why are you running for the U.S. Senate? And the answer is that if you look at my record, my history, I have been fighting for the same thing for my entire life, which is for a better life for everyone. For every person, no matter what their background, no matter where they're from and who they are, I want to see us all improve. And what does that mean? It means that for building a middle-class life, we need to have certain basic foundation to every person's life. And that consists of 4 walls: a good home, a good school, a good doctor, and a good job. Now, all of those things are under attack. And I know from talking to many of you, talking to people in Worcester, talking to the CDCs and labor unions here, that people feel worried. One of the interesting things is we're all going to agree on many of the problems. And I think what you need to evaluate is who has the kind of background, who has the kind of backbone that's going to be able to go up and present solutions and present the best opponent to Scott Brown. So the Republicans have been tearing down good homes, tearing at good schools, tearing at good doctors, and making it hard to get a job or to advance this recovery. Now, I have proposed a $100 billion direct spending proposal to put people to work, and that is it is amazing to think about what $100 billion can do. That's about what we spend in Iraq and Afghanistan every year, and $100 billion would put 4 million people to work at $25,000 a year, or 2 million people to work at $50,000 a year. That's the kind of money that the federal government is currently spending on other things that we should be putting to help people pay their bills, pay their mortgages, and get back on their feet, support their communities, pay their taxes, and move the economy forward. The President is talking about proposals tonight, and some of those proposals, in my judgment, don't go far enough. Now, we don't have much time, each of us, so I want to tell you a little bit about my background. The thing that's important for you to know is that I have always taken on huge challenges when they were unpopular and been able to move them forward. I started off as a minister in New York City almost 30 years ago, working on homelessness issues. I worked on racial justice and the whole question of anti-apartheid, the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa. I ended up writing a book that won the best prize in foreign policy on that issue, on the U.S. foreign policy and racial justice. And then I went on to get a degree at Harvard Business School because I wanted to understand the roots of economic prosperity, and I wanted to understand and work with business in order to advance the common good for everyone. And from there, I had the chance to teach and then to go on to run, as you heard, the largest coalition of public pension funds and environmental groups that work specifically to move companies towards better jobs, towards the clean energy and new technologies that are available. So I have done all of those things. The other thing I want to mention is that I've been through some hard experiences which I think have been a refining fire for me in terms of my character. I grew up with a difficult illness of hemophilia. I had trouble walking most of my life, leg braces and so forth. I had to go through a series of hard medical problems which really taught me what people go through when they need help from their friends, their families, and from the institutions of society. That has been burned into me. Fortunately, because of good medical care and because of the grace of God, I went through a liver transplant and was completely transformed so that I am now healthy. But you can't go through something like that without remembering every single day what gifts you've been given and why you want to fight for people who are still struggling. Finally, I want to say that there are many people who I think are starting to give up on the idea that America can still be a great country. And the other day I was making a list of the incredible things that America has done I mean, if you think about it, America invented electricity. America invented the automobile. America invented the airplane. We invented the atom and the atom bomb. And we brought forward the internet and the computer and the microchip. All of those things are technical achievements. We also had tremendous political achievements over many, many years. Those were the generations that preceded us and that did difficult things in difficult times. I think that that same spirit lives in America today, and we need to summon that forward. One of the reasons I don't like Scott Brown is that I think he has no vision for our future. He has no understanding of the potential of the United States. He does not challenge us to be great. He does not challenge us to step forward into the economy of the 21st century. I have worked on those questions, on moving the economy forward, for my entire career. I have a passion for justice, for labor justice, for teachers, for all the people in this society who make it work. And I believe that when I go up in front of Scott Brown, I'm going to be able to make the case on the behalf of everyone here and everyone who needs the support of government from time to time, and that we can advance this economy. I would like to ask for your vote and ask for your support. I jumped in this race when the water was still very cold. Now the water has warmed up. I'm glad to be here. I look forward to spending more time with you in the future. Thank you very much.
Thanks.